Prophetic messages from the Lord for the 31st of August 2018, and this is a compilation of prophetic messages from various of God's messengers, all consolidated into a format presented to you. Please take every word you hear before the Lord Jesus Christ for confirmation. The Father says, "Did you move too quickly? Did you get to that door and find few things working out for you? Be ready in season and out of season, and know the time and seasons you are in. There are moments I will give you a heads up far in advance before I will ask you to move. Other times I will give you little to no warning before you are asked to jump into the new. Many mistake the timing I am giving them and act out of haste even when they can see that not everything has been prepared yet. When I prepare you, there are natural aspects and spiritual aspects. By my hand will both come into the correct position. When you are getting ahead of me, I will send you warnings which may seem like a contradiction in direction, but know that I am seeking your attention. Many think that if there are giants in the new land, then they are at the right place. Did I promise to remove the giants ahead of time? Not every new move will be one of great challenge and struggle. You can make life so much easier when you rest. I will place the timing in your spirit. No need to look around for signs that I will just give you when you are still. You will not be denied. A great shifting is enveloping you. What was out of order and chaotic is calming to a gentle stream flowing through the meadow that you are walking in right now. The horizon demonstrates the sunset, but also the sunrise. Position yourself towards the sunrise, for this is where you will find all of the favor I have set aside for you. People will ask you to focus on the sunset and mourn with them, but I say, let the dead bury the dead. You are made for more, and now has the waiting come to an end. What is old and worn out will be replaced with upgrades that are beyond imagining. Do not be confused by the morning fog. I will surely chase it away soon enough. Your eyes are about to see unimaginable glory from my throne. I look forward to lavishing you with my love and care so detailed that even the insignificant will be perfect before your feet. You are worthy and you are loved. Stand and stand with your arms wide open to receive with great expectation. Your next step is walking into my fullness. The celebration has already begun. Closing chapters in life signifies many new beginnings you will walk in. For many, they will be tempted to see events as a negative, while others will enjoy the ending of one in order to grab a hold of the best that is yet to come. How you view what is taking place is a vital piece to whether you will embrace my unending joy or allow the enemy to speak lies into your soul. I am not indifferent to what you are going through. I also experience the painful moments right alongside of you. Challenges have purpose even when the onset seemed for your demise. I am the author and finisher of your faith. Decide to rise up and let me take the reins. I will decide the final outcome even when it seems impossible. I love you, my beloved. I will continue to take great care of your heart. Destroy the lie that I will let those who came against you go unpunished. I know you have waited and wondered why this has been allowed for so long. I have patience towards those who are out of my will, child. I will only permit so much time to pass before I deal completely with those matters. Trust that you will be satisfied with my verdict. There is more than one path to resolution. The free will of those you encounter is factored into my final answer. I know what they will do and exactly how you will be given the victory. Rise up, for today the land is yours. Rise up, for you are highly favored before my throne. It is by my will and good pleasure to come through for you. My endless flow of oil is coming to you in a greater measure. Just as for the widow, the jars continued to fill up until there were no more jars left. This outpouring will last the rest of your days. Many of my people are widows and do not even see themselves as such. Change and an upgrade in your circumstance is at your doorstep. I am answering this heartbeat with my joy, but also giving you a new foundation that will be spring-loaded into something better than what you lost. Trust me, for I will not be revealing these gifts to you until the moment you are to receive. Does a child receive a Christmas present before Christmas? There are times when my goodness finds you, but you are unaware it was by my hand that you received your wealth. This time, you will know that it is only by my orders that you are walking in this abundance. Believe and trust. These are your instructions. It does not matter what disappointments came to your door in the past. I have said that my people are walking in a new day and a new dawn. What was will not be your portion. There is no gloom and doom faces in my kingdom. Change the expression on your face. Have I stopped coming through for my children? Do you expect me to start now? Many seem to want to think I have walked away and letting nature take its course. This is nonsense and a fool's mindset that will only lead to destruction. My spirit invites you to an intimate way of life, one where no worry can grab your soul, where healing falls upon you the minute you cry out to me. I have told you to heal the sick, raise the dead, cleanse lepers, cast out demons. If those were not in your spiritual ability, I would not have said so. It is time to dig deeper if you want all that I have spoken and promised. No more just getting by week to week. You are made for so much more. Full sonship is yours. All of my kingdom resources are yours. My angels are at the ready just for you. We are moving up the ladder rungs. No more sitting on the ground looking up. Time to climb up. When you want a higher position in my kingdom, serve my sheep in positions that are behind the scenes. David had to learn all about the needs of sheep before he would be able to carry the weight of being a ruler over many. You must come to a place where you are pleased to serve me no matter where I put your feet. There is not a beneath you position, as all are vital to my plans. See everything as a stepping stone to grow and be seen as one who is responsible for my name's sake. If I can trust you in the least, I will trust you in the great. I will not overlook you when it is time for promotion. Too many want to be at the end, but they refuse to learn all of the components that will allow them to flourish at their destiny. You cannot rush this process. Let my glory rest upon you at each season, in new and magnificent ways. You are not going to want to miss any of this. You see, I will always come to you in different ways from season to season. As our relationship grows deeper and deeper, so will what I reveal to you. Many think I am off somewhere, but no, my child. I am just working in your life in a different manner. Come seek me out, for I hide what must be sought out by kings. See yourself as kings and queens of my bride. Some are ready to rule now, and others are still being prepared by my hand and my voice. Where you are now does not change who you truly are. Do not let the enemy rattle you into complaining against your current circumstances. Do you not see it is all just a big smokescreen? Through your complaining, you continue to give him more and more power over your life and situations. Stop. Look at him and command him out of your heart and mind. Be diligent to watch your words, for they will feed your attitude and then your actions. In your day, there are blessings to celebrate with unending joy. Lend your eyes towards this so that you do not become your own stumbling block. A heart that murmurs and complains will destroy all that your hands have laid work in. You will surely open up soul wounds that will fester and ooze the toxic words of the enemy. Be watchful and on guard at all times. Do not abandon the watchtower, lest the enemy overcome your walls. In a world of harsh speech towards one another, I say be one who gives a soft answer instead. For wrath will diminish when you choose to rise above the words meant to cause strife. Guard your heart and mind, for the enemy longs to use these types of interactions to take you out of righteousness. Let your heart remain pure in your dealings with people, new and old in life. I desire to grow you stronger for my name's sake. Some interactions are meant to test your ability to see beyond this moment and into my heart for that person. See yourself as my ambassador in a world of hostile and friendly fire. There are times to turn away and times to turn towards a situation. I will guide you, for I have plans for you during your day when you least expect that I might. Be someone that others can approach, for that light within you is something that will surely draw those who are lost in the struggles of life. Let me turn that light up even brighter. Be ready for me to take you up to a new level of kingdom assignments. Even the smallest job is one that establishes a new line for the enemy to try and cross. You are one who can and will push back the darkness. You are advancing territories and regions just by how you respond to people throughout your day. The Christian walk was not meant to be hard to do. Let me be your pilot and just keep on the lookout for places that need what you are equipped for. I will use you in ways you didn't even know you were able to affect. In my hands, all things are possible. You can do more through a smile than all the weapons against you could potentially damage. I created your heart. I created your beautiful heart. I want the world to see just how sweet your spirit is with me in your life. The walls that held you back are crumbling in this hour. The shofar has been blown. Change is rapidly taking place. The now that you have been waiting for and the suddenlies you have anticipated are manifesting straight to you. No more delay. No more wondering when. When the wind stops blowing in your sails, decide in your mind to bring change to your own atmosphere. I will teach and show you. I am bringing you to a new level of maturity in me, a level that knows when to take charge of their environment with my support and approval. I will let you know what is yours to command and what is not. Just follow the instructions and urging I place in your spirit. You can do far more than you have been led to believe. Through the cross, much more was restored to mankind than has been understood. In fact, more is your portion today than ever before this moment. I desire you to walk in all that I have created you to do and be. In this season, I will slowly remove your training wheels that many have grown comfortable in using. I want the limitations removed. Yes, you will fall now and then, but I will lovingly pick you back up again. To go higher involves taking risk, but you are under my watchful eye and protection. The anointings that you have been given, whether older or newer, are about to spring up into a larger blessing and favor as you step out into the unknown. Let your spirit flow in my light and glory. Dream what is on your hearts to do for my name's sake. I will throw you even higher up into the air to catch even more wind in your sail. I enjoy seeing you reach new heights and new joys before me. I plan to do amazing things in your life. and give you an unbelievable testimony in the process. You are my precious one, whom I have watched my word to perform over your life. Today is a greater revealing of who you are in me than you have ever known before. Even when you look in the mirror and see nothing special, know that I see someone out of this world in talent and ability. Come look now at what I am doing right now for you. No one is above you. You are free to be before me just as you are. I have called you as my own. It does not matter how small and insignificant you believe you are. I know the truth about you, and it is time for you to fully see how valuable you are. Get ready, for I am about to rock your world and change your status. My glory is before you this very hour. In the next part of your journey, you will find that I supernaturally take care of many aspects that normally would crumble due to the weight of your path, but through me, you will have no problems. Just as the Israelites did not find their shoes wearing out, your needs will be met in this way as well. Many walk by the notion that seeing is believing, and I say to you that when you walk in this mindset, you will not see the miraculous. You are to have faith like a child, not be childish. It is time to walk in full sonship and realize that your existence is more than just flesh and blood. If you could not actually walk in spirit, I would not tell you to. Stop counting your days on earth as your full truth. People look around at all that I have done and choose to see it from my hand or by a mere accident. But the choice is the same regardless of what the facts present. You have to have faith to believe a lie just as much as the truth. Two people can take the same evidence and come up with completely different truths. Do not be someone who shapes others by lies that you see as truths. Peter knew my truth, but decided to not rock the boat with the Jews. He succumbed to shifting my truth with a mix of their lies and called it all truth. You would pay a price for standing firm for my name's sake. I have said that I am establishing my plumb lines back into my bride, to bring down the false gods and idols that the unfaithful have done inside of my house. My plumb line has been prepared in secret, and they are an army that will not fold to the pressures of those in leadership, nor the people in the crowds screaming for their removal. I am a God of order, structure, and authority. I will divide the true sheep from those going through the motions. Men think they are right in their own eyes. They call my servants false because they desire their own heart and flesh. They are no different than a Gentile choosing to be under Jewish law. Did I not complete the law for you? Did I not set you free from all bondage? Then do not enslave yourself to the wrong things. I will expose everything that is not of my kingdom. I am releasing those willing to walk in my plumb line all across the world. I will send my true messengers to bring correction to the body. Those that are willing to shift into my light will be partaking in what I am placing into my people in this hour. You cannot live as the world and expect it to not taint you. Many of you will throw stones and sling words of hate towards my plumb line. You will want to keep your idols and golden calves of yesterday. Divine wisdom and counsel is yours, but will you see it as freedom or dismiss it as a lie? The enemy has surely blinded even my most faithful if they allow it. But like a shockwave, I am eliminating this deception to those who are craving my will and the restoration of the bride into all truths. Many will choose to go down with these lies. The clashing of my kingdom with false kingdoms will continue with violence and war. My true church will walk out unscathed. She will be bright and brilliant like the rarest of diamonds. Her righteous purity will reflect my light and truth so perfectly that the world will no longer deny. Many of the fallen will come back into the fold like the prodigals that they have become. Tolerating lies must no longer be the way of my people. My people will have a new appreciation for what each generation brings to my body. The young and old will be used to usher in the great kingdom here on earth. Your callings and destiny is here on earth with this kingdom. Do not miss out on what I have placed in your spirit to accomplish. You are here now for this point in time. You will not get a second chance to reach your destiny once you move on from this glory to the glory. Do not waste this precious time counting the days until you can leave. This is foolish and a mishandling of the life I have blessed you with. You mean everything to me. Rise up, for the hour is upon my bride. Do you feel like you are struggling against the grain today? I have called you to go against the current and direction of those around you. I have set you upon a journey that will fulfill you beyond your wildest dreams. Do not fight what is happening, but instead yield to my spirit, leading you contrary to what you see others doing. They may not understand and insist you are in the wrong place, but keep moving. I will send you confirmation and instructions as you reach certain destinations. Keep your eyes watching for new doors, and callings are coming to you swiftly. I am downloading ideas that could only come from my throne room. You may even say this is brilliantly crazy. I have much more to reveal to you. What your eyes behold is just the start of what I am doing in and through you. Do not try to hang on to old memories of how things used to be. Where I send you will be unfamiliar, but allow you to walk in heart's desires that you have even forgotten you've asked me for. Let me bring back to your remembrance all that I have written down for you. The new dawn is upon you. The sunsets of yesterday will not be returning, but this will not be a time of mourning. What is ahead is so much prettier and grander than you can imagine. I am establishing a greater sense of my love for all of mankind this hour. I am not finished with you. I am not finished bringing the good news to the lost. Release the desire to see with natural eyes all that is wrong around you. Will I not send the right vessel to deal with all of those problems? I am raising up an army of my true servants who will not bend a knee to the enemy. You are world changers. I have called you to not go with the flow, but stand and be counted. I am the only one in control. All other forces are illegitimate. Do you trust that time has not run out because I am the one who owns the times? My plan and purposes will be completed as I spoke at the very foundations. The good coming from my heart outweighs the evil on my scale of justice. You cannot lose because I cannot lose. My people look in the mirror of their inner being and only focus on the areas that sin has entered and touched. Do you not see, and have you not heard? Christ came to restore all that was destroyed through sin entering the world. Which are you happier hearing out of others? Their successes in me or their failures without me? What you focus on will indeed help you soar higher or sink lower. If all you see is what is not likable in the opinions of man, then you will never see how I plan to turn that around for you. I created you and called you good. Do not let the wars of this world taint that beauty for one more moment. Live as if you were never soiled. Live as I have truly freed you from ever having to place filthy rags on again. You were bought and paid for. This is not a future notion, so when you get yourself cleaned up to please some idea of a God that is not I am. I know what you are capable of and what you are not. Do not throw stones at yourself, hoping to shatter the image that you do not want. I said you were created in my image. Let me purge out what is not of me and fashion you precisely to my mold. I dwell inside of you, and you inside of me. You are no longer lost or separated from me. Anything opposite of what I speak is a lie. The opinions of your family and friends should carry less weight than you think. Know that ultimately, what I alone think, feel, and believe about you is what matters. I can shift any negative in your life into the most beautiful of sunrises. You are not limited by earthly abilities or endeavors. Others will always look to define you. But I say you are indescribable. What you think is your ceiling to reach actually is not a concept in my kingdom. I will take you as far as you will let me. I have embedded deep inside of you the imprint of my nature. This is not some out there kind of concept. This is what allows you to be limitless. You are not small nor insignificant. The enemy will indeed run from you. You have a voice that, when released at the right frequency, can indeed make that mountain move. Not in theory, but in reality. Stop staring at your sin and give it all to me every moment of your day. I will cleanse you and use everything you see as a negative into extraordinary. I am not taking you into a trash can. You are sitting right next to me in heavenly places. You are my precious child, who I would leave the 99 to go find. By the brook, I will quench your thirst. I will send you there, and there will I even command the ravens to feed you. When you go where I send you forth, doors and the miraculous will open to answer all, even what you did not know to ask me for. Obedience is better than sacrifice. Do not look to the east or to the west. Look straight ahead, even when the path looks unpassable. If you are to take another road, I will let you know. An illegitimate voice in your life has no final say over you. If I say move forward regardless, I will remove all of those obstacles, no matter how loud they are. Stop and check around your world just one more spin. Do you not see? You are still here. Nothing has destroyed you in reality. Even in your lowest moments, I cared for you so tenderly. Do you not remember? Let me bring awareness to you once more. Come to my brook once more. Is there anything too hard for me? It does not matter how your story goes and the twists and turns that push you around. I will continue to walk you towards better days and wash you in my favor. Stand strong and do not let go of all that you are expecting me to come through on. My gaze never leaves you. There is no moment where my eyes leave your presence. Forever have you been with me, and forever will you remain. There is no other hand that has the authority to remove you from my kingdom. I have created you and called you out of nothing. I find you worthy to be with me. You are already accepted and loved so perfectly. Wash away your tears and notions that you have to do more to please me. Come fellowship with me. I will take you to the far reaches and to your destiny. I will shape you into what is required. Do not think you have to do it all yourself. You are restored. Do you really know what this means? You are walking on the bridge that travels over all of the rough seas. I will not let you get permanently damaged. Allow me to give you a new perspective. See the illusion and continue to know that you are walking over all that means to harm you. If I built the bridge, then no power could possibly undermine your footing. Better is coming to you than you have ever known. If you believe, then you shall receive. You have gone through a door and come out on the other side. Although the remnant looks familiar, this too will begin to fade away. You cannot go back and must press forward. You have been at a moment where the bicycle would not move forward, and every time you looked down, the chain was caught and twisted. This was by my hand, as I did not want you to go ahead of my plans. Now it is time to travel on from here. I have upgraded you into the finer resources that will be needed to accomplish what I am putting before you. What I have downloaded into your spirit will break through the powers of darkness in ways you cannot envision right now. But soon you will see all of my words come to pass. You can release the handrail, for you do not need to tread lightly. We are moving at full speed on a train with endless tracks. It is time to get organized and be diligent with purpose. When you hear my voice, obey the first time without hesitation, for the enemy of your soul will look to make you wobble in doubt. Do not let fear creep in your day, for it will not serve you in anything that is before you. The enemy looks to bind your hands and muzzle your voice. Be on the watch for who he sends to put you off course. Many will support you and many will lose interest. Do not let this distract you from what I am speaking to you in this hour. I have called you and raised you up since birth. No one knows your destiny better, and no one else will care for you before, during, and after you finish this great race called life. I am proud of you. Do not let those words fall to the ground and believe that I do not mean you. I am not looking at what you have missed or done wrong. I know what you have done, but I also know what you are capable of doing, and so does the enemy. Do not take on the cloak of shame and condemnation. You are free of the fiery darts so easily hurled at every turn. Ignore those that feel they have the right to speak curses over your day. I will deal with all that come against your destiny in due measure. Let me fight your battles. You just stay focused on your call. I so love you, my child. Fellowships between your past and present are about to get a mixing up by my hand. Some will be re-entering your life while others will be making an exit. I am putting a new balance to those that are for you and play a role in these steps of your destiny. Do not view this as a negative, but rather a reordering to your steps that will take you to heights with the right support system behind you. Those that are exiting will be coming along the side of others, while those coming back to you are leaving those that were alongside previously. Do not allow your heart to have ill thoughts about either situation. It is by my doing, and not because there is strife. Pass by the desire to be hurt and see from my heavenly purposes in this season you are in. Even people who could not see the vision for your life will now suddenly get it and come alongside of you. I have much that we will accomplish together. Hold what is in your hands loosely so that I may move you here or there effortlessly. Be of good cheer, because all that is about to transpire is for your advancement. When you are walking and not getting anywhere, it is that moment that you will realize that this has nothing left for you. I have already drawn out the next set of instructions. I will not leave you without a plan and strategy. If you give me those disappointments, I will show my true vision for your life and how this change fits into the grandest that is to come. My answer is always yes and amen to what will benefit you beyond imagining. You are not expecting garbage, and I will not provide that in your day. Allow me to show you the vastness of how you impact this world for my name's sake. In a garden are you found. In a garden is my delight falling upon you. Your portion is not the low moments. Stop and look again. What people have told you was a failure was not in reality. Let me show you all that I have been up to in your life. Look again. The meadow is full of flowers blooming over all that your hands are doing for my name's sake. You are planting fresh seeds even when you don't notice. Man sees only certain activities as worthy seed, but I focus on your heart. Even in the mundane will you send up a beautiful fragrance before my throne. Come, I have already placed the map before you. Many label themselves this and that. Come, only what I say about you is important. Learn to push out the noise that echoes all around. The enemy surely knows where your weaknesses are, but if I am your Lord, those weaknesses will become your best strengths. Do not glance in the mirror the same way you have done day after day. My fountain is flowing in your own house. It is time for my people to tap into the power that dwells from within. You are the temple. Does Christ not live inside of you? For many, this is merely a nice platitude and nothing more. Speak to the Christ in you, for Christ is your hope in all things. If you want to be more like Christ, then learn to walk as he did, talk as he did, and love as he did. Love is your full key to kingdom authority over each situation you encounter. Be truth tellers. Do you know what that requires? You must know what the truth is. Many are riding the coattails of others who came before them. Unless you commune with me, spirit to spirits, you will never be sure of the truth. Anything less is just a carbon copy of someone else's carbon copy. I have set before you righteous leaders who do commune with me, but my sheep run after deceptive lies. Know that the enemy will tickle your ears. You must be wise and show yourself approved before me. It is time to put down the toys of childhood and walk as my mature sons and daughters. What you invest your time in is what you will reap. Choose wisely. I am awakening you and opening you up more in this hour. I want you to see more and drink for more. Cast aside the mediocre expectations that others have filled your mind with. I am establishing myself in your heart in a new way today. Invite me to come in fully, for when you are reluctant, you will block what I desire to do in your life. I have a wonderful explosion I am doing inside of you. For my love reaches deep, and so too will your love reach deep for my name's sake. Put aside your differences with your brothers and sisters in the Lord. Let me guide you towards a walk of peace and tranquility that can handle the waves crashing on the beaches. Do not think of yourself as one person shouting on a desert island hoping to make an impact. I have given each one of my children a call and a purpose. Look to use each other's strengths without envy, jealousy, or strife. Build each other up in your weaknesses with humility. Do not boast over one another. Where you are today is due to the steps you made before you arrived in your now. Do not look down on someone still working on levels you have already traveled through. Instead, grab their hand and help them along their journey. Even when you hear criticisms that comes from the wrong spirit, check with me before you completely discount what has been said. Let me have the final say over your life. I will mold you through whatever means comes your way, even when it is not an authorized voice before you. Be at ease with yourself. Let go of the performance mentality. Even in your trying moments, better is coming to you. I have not called you to stay where you are. I will continue to shift and move you for my glory until you come into my perfection. Like a rocket ship, I am preparing you to launch. Do not take all of the changes as a loss of self. You are merely shedding what does not belong in your identity any longer. Everything is going to turn out just fine. Place down the wondering of how and when and if. All is laid out before you to take one step at a time. What is before you will fit perfectly once you step fully into this. Stay flexible. Enjoy all that is set before you on my table. This is your reward, and this is my glory manifesting before you this very day. I have said that I will restore your fortunes. People have spoken for or against my blessings and favor through financial means. Too many believe I have called my true servants to a land of poverty. If I have gifted you in specific areas, do I not also intend to have you be compensated your just wages? Does your lack do something good for me? Many close open doors to financial independence because they believe it must be evil and not of my doing or will. I have not called you to a life to be filled with denial for the sake of denial. I will bless the working of your hands wherever I place them to work. Do not limit what I am willing to do on your behalf. Focus on being good stewards in all things so that an increase is always your portion. You are free to enjoy the fruits of your labor without the notion of being in sin or burden. Keep a heart free of greed and lust. Money is a tool and one that is needed across the body. My people starve the kingdom assignments due to ignorance on how kingdom prosperity actually works. Be a blessing with what I give you, and I will surely fill up your storehouses with an abundance. You cannot outgive me. Place your heart of the things that are good and honorable, and this is what you will receive back to you. For what you sow, you will reap. Sow good seeds into my kingdom with your first fruits, and watch the enemy release his hold over your finances. When you withhold what is mine, you will surely be enslaved by your own permission and will. Where your heart is will be where your money goes. This may bless you or curse you. I desire to give you ideas and strategies to be more fruitful, not less fruitful. If I give you an idea, will I not help you walk it out to fruition? Do not curse those that I am promoting financially. I will use you to supply the needs of others, for when you give beyond yourself to the purposes of the kingdom, you will truly be in my favor, overcoming no matter how hard the enemy attempts to block your blessings. Listen to my instructions, and I will give you the solution to what you are needing. A fire in the forest releases the new seeds from their protective shells. Without the fire, there would be no new trees to grow and replace what has died off. Know that even though you may go through the fiery trials, what is stripped away will bring forth much beauty and freshness in the land of your life. I have said nothing is wasted, and even when what comes is unjust, I will show you the goodness of my hand for you and in you. Do not look towards life as a burden. See beyond this moment to the purposes that I will spring up. When you cannot go on for one more moment, just look into my eyes, for I know all that you suffer with and for. I understand so completely. Nothing is lost in translation. Seasons change, and if you will allow me, I will step right into that need of yours. Feel the ground shake and tremble. See the prison doors swing open. My child, you have been here too long. It is time to go. Let go. Let go. For you do not live among the tombs of sorrows from yesterday. You are in my light and my purpose. Watch the seeds of blessing suddenly sprout yet again. I have planted seeds that you didn't even sow. For increase and multiplication is your portion. Just as Job was given back what was lost, your sorrow has multiplied your favor. I cannot be denied, and so you cannot either. What was taken is coming back to you, for every unjust hand played against you will be forced to bless you. The ground has shifted, and my glory can be seen in with the natural eyes. Get your paper and pens ready. These new seeds will provide you with amazing new ideas in a variety of areas and territories. Find yourself flooded with my glory, and feel the rain of supplements be your guide. Mysteries and questions will be answered and come to you with such clarity. It is not my desire to leave you without answers. All must happen at the right time and place. You are ready for what I have been preparing you for. Your seasons of pain are closing, and now is your time to dance with unending jubilation. Sing and prophesy over your own life. What you speak has power. Do not leave your day open to negative words, for the enemy comes like a thief in the night. Speak life, not death, into your situations. Let the vibrations from your voice shatter all that is against you. I am a father who looks to prosper my children in all aspects. Forsake the lies that would say otherwise. I created you to walk in blessings, not curses. To change the path into gold, to speak it, and watch circumstances change to your benefit. Let me speak to your hearts and mind all that is blocking my favor from touching your life. There are unseen forces that will move against you, but I will bring light to the dark and expose all that is influencing your outcomes. Many have placed on their old rags again. Your identity is a new creation infused with Christ's DNA. Come to my rivers to be replenished yet again. I am the God of second beginnings. Wipe off the years of disillusionment. I have been with you since the beginning of all that I have created. I have guided you with unfailing love. Do not look at this world and decide that I no longer desire to keep you safe in my arms. I have not turned away from mankind. I established a way before there was a way even needed. If I knew what man would do with free will at the onset, I could have just decided to go a different route, but no. I loved you so completely that I wanted my creation despite the evil that would infiltrate my plans. I placed my son on the altar to pay for all of mankind's sin, and no one was left out of that plan. Even when you once were out of my kingdom, I considered you mine. You can reject me, but I still will not stop looking in your direction with unending love. Let me pour my healing oil over those tender places that you are holding on to. I will replace what was lost with what is found in me. Let me remove what is placing limits over your life. A deep pruning will allow you to bloom fully as I desire life to be for you. You are worthy of all the beauty that I have for those I call mine. When you want more, I will satisfy the hunger deep within your spirit. Many of you have been getting by riding a bicycle, but I say to you that upgrade is coming to you. I desire you to move faster and accomplish what I give you even faster than before. Watch and see as assignments seem to have an easier mobility about them. Know that what looks out of alignment when you arrive will just suddenly come into perfect agreement. Even people who voice discontent will shift into my purposes as I send you out. Do not let this season catch you off guard. Many have gotten so used to waiting that they have become distracted into other routines and activities. The promises you have been holding on to are coming to you one by one. Can you say, "My wait is over"? Although the storm has made you weary, I am restoring your strength and passion yet again. I have taken all of your needs into account, and I am checking them off one by one. Do not look at what failed to go as you had hoped and say, "My Father in heaven holds the final outcome." It does not matter how many bad reports or dead ends that you have encountered. I am still saying yes to your requests. Stretch your faith and belief to reach for the impossible. It does not matter if others around you have this level of faith to keep pushing and pressing. You just continue to stand. Let your hope catch on fire this day. Pick up what you thought I was denying. Light your candle and stand until your path becomes fully lit. I will make you forget all of the sorrow you experienced during the wait. Shift your focus. Change your mindset into one that knows that I am always for you and never against you. It does not matter how the plan got derailed. I can and will get you to where you are to be regardless. Look through a lens of all things are possible for those that believe. My people are blessed, even on the cloudiest of days. See through the lies from the pit of hell. You are designed to thrive in all circumstances. Nothing is more true that is for you now. You who are a flame will be a great light. Be not dismayed, for what need is there to return to the forge what has already come through the fire? Yes, trouble will come to the world, but trouble will not come to my children. In this time, my children will not be shaken. You are my songbird, and you sing for me. Let no one take your heart away from singing to me. Hold fast. In this season, your heart will become deeply settled, and my heart will resonate within yours. I will bring you to a far deeper place as you wait, where my presence will empower you, flow through you, and touch others. This is not the place where you bid time. It is the place of rising in agreement with me. This is where you and I will stand face to face. It is a time for aggressive confidence, for you know who I am. This is where heaven comes to earth, where my beloved and I see eye to eye with one heart and purpose, and move as one. I have bound my children to me in their time of trial and travail, and in their hearts they are woven together in me. With their whole hearts they will be loyal to me, and like a deer will they pant after me. I have responded to their need, and they have responded to me, and I will respond to them again and again and again. This is creating a living dialogue with me that will never be spent or come to an end. This is my beloved being established in me, that what was begun in the spirit will not be finished in the flesh. Just like before, I will lead you, and you will follow, and our walk will become a dance that takes flight. You will have the obedience of the angels. You will enter this stream and flow in it, and many will be brought to me in this. You have been hidden where you are because you are called to be hidden until such a time as this. You are about to be catapulted into view, and this will happen very soon. The humility I have built in you will be your greatest protection from what has toppled many who have gone before you, carrying the same precious gift in them. In these past years, I have brought you so far, raising you up like a prized calf in a stall. I look at you and say, my, how perfect you are. You look at yourself and see nothing of what I see. But this is my promise to you, that you will do all that I promised you would do. This is also my promise to you, that you will not be harmed in any way by what my calling has brought you to. I am the provision for which you wait. Those who seek my power over promises will seize the day. It is those who honor my presence who will inherit the fruit of the earth. It is those who prefer my will over their own who will be raised out of their need. And those who embrace my heart, who will be brought to life beyond their dreams. They are my beloved, and I have set within them an unquenchable fire. These will be carried away by the wind of all I aspire. It is through these that my face will be seen. If I do not allow them to perceive their need, they will not know who they are or who I am. They will go about their lives, not knowing the difference between life and death. They will not know me, die in their need, not knowing the difference until their lives were spent. Now let me ask you something. Which is the greater kindness? To leave them as they are, or to tell them the truth? To teach them to prosper in the ways of life? Or give them everything they want and leave them spoiled? To tell them of my great love for them, or to let them go on being orphaned? Do not be impressed when people agree with what you say, and do not be dejected when they don't. In the end, it is I who will have my way, and it is my word who will prevail over all the earth. I have raised an army, and here they come. They will crash in waves upon this earth until they get the job they were built for done. Each wave is different and will reach souls in different parts of society, tearing down deception and religion as they speak. Each will be noted for the powerful way they impact the lives of their peers through my spirit. Within each wave are those in whom I have built specific skills, and they are powerful in unconventional ways. They have come by their skills and strengths through much adversity, heavy warfare, and deep travail. These, my warriors for truth, have rarely seen the inside of a church. Look for my anointing to flow through the most unusual vessels you have ever seen. Look for my word to be spoken in power by the most unusual people. I will send a fresh wind, and by my spirit new revelation will be given. It will be broadcast to the far reaches like pearls cast upon the sand, and each one who desires to see and hear will pick it up and be given deep, life-changing revelation. This will be of movement with momentum. Many times in my word, you read of my angelic host and the various tasks they are given to assist in this realm. There has always been the presence of these holy ones, and they have continued to be in my service since creation began. These final hours upon the earth will be no different. There are many different roles, functions, assignments, and responsibilities for my heavenly hosts, and their manifestations in these end times will become more and more frequent. I have told you that when the world becomes darker and darker, you, my ambassadors, and my lights will shine brighter, and as you rise in spirit and truth into complete unity in me, you will witness great signs and wonders and miracles, these to include the appearance of my mighty ones. I will never personally leave or forsake you, nor will I suffer my righteous ones to be moved. I have dispatched my angelic host to assist you in ways you have not yet come to the awareness of. But come to me and ask, and I will reveal to you how they shall serve. They are ever present now with you, but are increasing in number all around the world as heaven invades the earth. Some with purpose specifically for this time of now, to guard against the demonic entities and giants that are now being released, as I speak these words to you. Satan knows my word as well and has been planning his attack since the beginning. He will use his demonically possessed army to stand against the king's army, and a battle of good and evil will literally play out in front of you. When my word speaks of men's heart failing them for fear of what is coming upon this earth, it is not only the judgments which will cause hearts to fail, but also the unimaginable manifestations of evil incarnates that seek to devour the souls of men. Because unrepentant men refuse to humble themselves and come before me and repent, I have turned their hearts to stone and given them over to their evil desires and reprobate minds. What has been done in secret pacts, and ungodly covenants will be brought to the light, and all things that have been hidden will be exposed. Giants, hybrids, and men of renown have already begun to appear all over the earth. Just like my heavenly host, so too will they increase in number. Many now walk among you who are not as you are, and not made in my image. They are soulless, and without ability to display fruits of my spirits, as they are not mine. You who know me and walk with me will have the discernment to recognize them for who they are. Be not afraid, my people, and do not be deceived. It is of the utmost importance for you to heed my instructions and come to me for further revelation concerning the things I am speaking to you about. The enemy will send these beings to some of you to ensnare you and deceive you, but no harm shall come to my chosen ones. In times of calamity and great distress, many things will be happening amidst all the confusion, but you will only know my peace and my safety. Pray for and then practice great discernment at all times as I teach you, and all will be well with you. I tell you these things because you are my own. And I wish you to be as prepared as you are able, as the events will come upon you so suddenly. There will be no time to think on these matters as the judgments come and all is chaos. Ask me to write my laws upon your hearts, and to bring all to remembrance when you are in need, and I will grant this to you. There has never been a battle previously that resembles this one which is about to take place. Not only do the nations prepare for war, but all of creation is at war. The epic battle of good against evil. Prepare, prepare, prepare. My children, this is a season of opportunity. Special opportunities when I will teach you about myself. See that you do not waste these opportunities when they are presented to you. The special opportunities I am giving you will only come once. The door will open and you must go through it before it closes. Once it closes, I will not open it to you again. There is no time for playing, and the door will be open to someone else if you refuse or hesitate. Choose carefully, my children, as these doors of opportunity for you to learn my ways and learn to wield my word like a weapon. These opportunities will allow you to walk at a new spiritual level like nothing you have ever experienced before. If I open a door to you, will you walk through it? I speak to you now about what is coming because the time is coming, and soon when many of the avenues I speak to you through shall be no more. O my people, heed my warnings. Do not be foolish as many of those in the past were. Do not be foolish as those who are lukewarm, who believe nothing bad will ever happen, who believe it will not happen in their generations. Store up my word. Store up that you may have it when light has gone from your world. Store up that it may comfort you in a time of no comfort. Daniel was taken before King Belshazzar to interpret the writing on the wall. Belshazzar lost his kingdom that night when he was attacked by the Medes. So King Darius took over the kingdom, and Daniel was appointed one of 3 presidents, and he was the preferred one because of his excellent spirit. Then the others all looked for a way to get rid of Daniel because they were jealous that he was preferred because of his excellent spirit. Daniel had an excellent spirit because he obeyed and followed only God. All this got Daniel thrown into a den of lions because Daniel had an excellent spirit, because he did what was right. Satan entered into the hearts of those around him and tried to kill him. You will be persecuted. The persecution will be intense and you will not enjoy it, but it will greatly increase your rewards both on earth and in heaven. Choose you this day whom you will serve. Sanctify the Lord God in your hearts, and be ready always to give an answer to every man that asks you a reason of the hope that is in you with meekness and fear, for you will be called on to answer. This is only the beginning of the time of sorrows. Much more is coming. You must learn to always be ready. You must learn to walk in courage, for many will die for the answer they give. And no man will know when his time will be when he opens his mouth to speak. Time is drawing to a close, and when it begins to close, events will happen very quickly, my children. Your enemy knows there is little time left, for he sees the preparations being made in the realm of the Spirit. He knows you are approaching the finish line. In all the ages, men talked of the time you live in now. In all ages, men waited for the time you live in, and now it is here. All evil will be destroyed, and all my children are coming home. There is great joy in heaven. The enemy of your souls has unleashed new assignments on you, children. You must be more than vigilant to discern these assignments. Many of my people are not discerning them. Your enemy is sending assignments that look like blessings, but they are assignments to draw your attention to the world and away from himself, away from me and my word. You must carefully determine what each blessing is giving you to discern these. His intent is to slow your spiritual growth. His intent is to pull you away from me. His intent is to snare you in the world's cares and choke out my word until there is no longer time to recover. You have known these evil times of deception would come. I have told you that nothing will be as it appears. You must practice your discernment, children. If it takes you further from me, I did not send it to you. If it takes your time from me, I did not send it to you. If it fills your thoughts with anything in the world, I did not send it to you. For my children who walk with me in the times of troubles, if you will walk in my ways, I will do mighty exploits through you. If you will walk in my ways and honor only me, no matter the cost, I will provide for you. I will guide you. I will protect you. But if you choose to honor another in place of me, I will give you over to your sins. I will leave you with no help in that time of troubles. and I will not rescue you from the darkness of your world. Honor only me. Serve only me. Worship only me, my children. I am teaching you now about betrayal and about deception, about lack, because that is what is coming to your world. Very little is as it seems even now, and more deception is coming, so you must be prepared. When you are betrayed, you will feel much pain. You will feel the loss of that which you trusted in, and you will learn by this to trust only in me. Much more betrayal is coming, and more than you can even comprehend, and at every level the world has to offer. Any time you discover you have been deceived, you experience the feeling of betrayal again. But soon the world will be cloaked in deception, and you must understand how to walk through it. My children who submit to me now will learn these things ahead of time. For others, you will learn it in that time of trouble in the earth. Prepare for what you are soon to learn. Read what my word says about deception and betrayal. Be ready for when it shows up in your life. I am preparing the wilderness I will lead you into even now. Those of you who have refused to walk in my ways, those of you who have turned from my reproof, preferring your dark sins to walking in light and holiness. Look around you. I have increased the number of beasts. Serpents abound in many places. They are waiting for the day when you will walk among them. The days come when you must hide yourself in order to live. Are you ready? Will you cry out to me then? The God you ignore now? Will you accept and walk in my ways in that day? Will you call me Lord when there is no one else to walk with you through the darkness that is full of wild beasts? Many of my children await my return. They await the time of being whisked away out of the darkness of the earth. But many of them overlook one thing. Only those who truly walk with me, who have truly taken up their cross and followed me, only those who deny their flesh and live only for me are ready to go home. Those of you who still play in the world, who chase worldly pleasures, those of you entangled in the world's affairs will be left behind, that I may lead you through the refining you have refused to submit to so far. Oh, my children, do you still not see? I desire a holy and a spotless bride, and I do not overlook your sins. I have empowered you to resist all temptation, but many of you show no efforts in that regard. You are lazy and indifferent, preferring to cling to your pleasures. You think I do not see. You think I do not care. You think all will be well. All shall not be well when those around you are taken from the world, but you are left behind in the darkness. You shall be left behind to face the horrors to come, and evil will chase you. What will you do? You do not have wisdom of what to do, because you have as yet not spent any time in my holy word. You are without remedy. Prepare to walk the path you have chosen. I have sent you warnings. I have given you my word. You have turned from my reproof, preferring the darkness of sin to my light. Now you shall be given over to the path you have chosen to walk. In the times upon you, death will come through many avenues. Suicides will be prevalent, as many will not have the ability to accept that their world has changed so much. Death by wild beasts will be common, as their worlds are also changed and they roam to new places to find food. Death through sickness would be a daily occurrence, as medicine as you now know it would cease to exist, manufacturing being a thing of the past. Death will also come by the plagues. Men's minds have no way to comprehend the agony that living on earth will become. The enemy of your souls will do everything he can to make you fail in that time, to make you deny me. But those who overcome, those who endure to the end, will be saved. My children, many of those who die around you will be those you love. You must prepare your minds as best you can for what is coming in order to survive it until I bring you home to me. I have told you a time of goodbyes is coming to all the earth, and it is so. When this time comes, it will happen suddenly and there will be no warning. Many disasters are coming and many lives will be lost in a short time. Show those you love that you love them while there is yet time. Be kind to those around you, for soon they may be gone. Many shall walk in grief at that time, and your grief will be a journey for you as more and more of my people are taken from the earth. This season of grieving will not be a short one, as death will be on the earth to stay. There's only a short time left for all those who dwell on the earth, as now my holy word shall be fulfilled. Now you will begin to see all those things foretold as they happen in your lives. Study my word that you may know and understand what is happening. My children, the changes are beginning even now, and they will quietly pick up speed with every day that passes. Soon your world will be changing so fast, you will not be able to keep up with the changes taking place. Keep your focus on me, not on your disappearing world, for much death will soon abound, as first one plague and then another abound. The many disasters that are coming will bring much death, and many lives will be taken. Adaptability will be key in the times to come. Adapt in all situations, but do not compromise your faith and belief in me. Do not compromise the truth. Do not be in alliance with the enemy, for you will be destroyed if you are. Stand for truth and abide in my word. My children, I have spoken to you many times about the destruction coming. All nations that turn from me will be destroyed. But those who also lead other nations astray are more abominable to me. For these I reserve special attention. America, you had such potential in your world. You could have done so much more good, but you chose to do wickedness instead. Your elected leaders that led you astray, that passed evil laws in your land, is more defiled than ever. Blood cries out to me from your land, and though many prayers have gone up for me to save it, I will now destroy the nation of America. America will be no more, for I shall burn her with fire. The remnant left will be very small, as I refine the last of my people who have heretofore refused to submit to me. America, you will be handed over to your enemies. They will breach your coasts, and there will be no place for your people to hide, for I will draw a sword after the wicked who seek to escape. Pestilence will fill your coast. You will serve your enemies, since you have refused to serve me. For all your former pride, you will know shame and humiliation now. I will destroy your bright cities, and they will lay in ashes. I will not show pity to you, as you have turned your back on me and my ways and walked contrary to me. I have called you to repent, but you walk contrary still. For this I shall not show pity, but I will destroy your abominations. I will destroy your evil leaders. I will destroy all that made you proud and free. It was I who blessed you, and it is I who will take those blessings from you. In the end, nothing will be left, and you will not even be able to feed your own people. Your industries too will I take. I will leave nothing of you but ashes and dung. Prepare, America, to meet your end, for it is very near. Your enemies are coming for you. The end is upon you. To the rebellious and workers of iniquity, open your eyes and ears. Look around, see and hear. I am at your door. I have been knocking. I have been calling your name. You are ignoring me. You choose to remain in darkness. I have shown you the way. I have sent those with their light shining brightly to you. You spurned them. I am will strike the land. The earth will shake. Cities and mountains will crumble before your eyes. Man and beast will be stricken with pestilence and plagues. I have not seen you humble yourself and kneel down and pray before me. You say with your lips, you repent, then you return to your sin and evil ways. I see what you are doing and saying. You try to deceive me. Yes, this is what you think in your mind. You can hide your evil doings from me. I am. You will be held accountable for every word and action. The wicked will not rest. I am coming. Repent and return to me. I have called you to repent. I have called you to return to me. I have sent many to warn you. I am showing you my wrath. The storms, fires, earthquakes, raging seas. Can you see what I am doing to the earth? I am trying to wake you up, yet you sleep. I am grieved by your behavior. I see everything. I will turn you over to your own lusts and desires. Now I see you worshiping the beast and making beast idols. I will allow the beast to come to power in a capacity as your prince. You will then be able to bow down and publicly worship him as you wish, as your God. Is this your desire? Turning your back on me and my commandments and statutes? If you do this, I will turn my back on you. I will not hear your cries when you are subject to the beast and his torments. I will not be mocked. I will pour fire down from the heavens. The unrepentant will wail and beg for mercy in the streets. There will be no mercy. Repent and return now. The beast is ready to take power. I am the light. I see into men's souls. Many try to hide from me, but I see all. Though evil surrounds the few who are righteous, I shall mount them on eagle's wings and renew their strength. What cometh has been spoken of since the beginning, for the great awakening shall begin, for my will shall be done. The harvest is ready. I shall separate the wheat from the tares. Behold, I step forward. My children, I love you so much. I do not want any of you to perish. I lay down my life for you. My watchmen have been sounding the alarm. The gate closes at twilight. No one will be able to enter once I close it. Suddenly, the danger will be upon you. This is your warning. Have you prepared like I instructed you to do? Sudden destruction and darkness will cover the land. The nation will be in distress. Do not open your door to strangers. The enemy is cunning. They will seek after you. They know where you live. Trust no man. They will be sent to deceive you, to gain access to your family and household. Do not put your trust in government peacekeepers. There will be no peace, only lies. You, my children, will need to have faith. I will give you the strength you need to continue as you see these things unfold. Many will see shocking and unbelievable events. Famine, death, pestilence. Be prepared to defend yourself and your family. The shofar is blowing. Repent.